Well, sometimes do you ever sit back and think maybe you got the biggest secret in the Southeastern Conference with Caleb Ducky and a guy that's just kind of flown under the radar. Now he's like second in the country and passing touchdowns. And how cool is it to have a guy like that have the season he's having?
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, you said, he kind of flew under the radar. Nobody was really talking about him this time last year, but I think it's a prime example of working hard in the off season. And as much as we throw the ball and things like that, it takes time. Honestly, it doesn't really have how good a receiver you were in high school and things like that. It takes time to learn the system and to catch as many balls as we do.
Same question for you, Will. Obviously, Caleb said y'all put an emphasis on going fast and using more tempo in this game. What do you think about it? Do you think it's something that continues moving forward?
Yeah, I think it's good. I'm a fan of it personally. I like it when we can really go fast, push the tempo, and not wait for teams to set up and come at us and give us their best blitz or whatever. So I think when we're in attack mode like that, I think that's when we're at our best. So yeah, I think it's something that we need to continue to work on and something you can see in the weeks to come.
After that Memphis game, you weren't very happy with how you played, even though you had some big numbers. Big numbers again today. What did you think about your game today and the offense as a whole, especially after last week?
Yeah, I think it's a good game for everybody. I think we bounced back well, obviously, from what we did last week. I think it was key that we come out and start fast and things like that. I still think there's things that we can work on. Things like putting the ball out in front, being more accurate, catching the ball, not taking the sack, not get a holding penalty, things that just stall drives like that. So, I think the more that we can really push that and, make that a priority in practice is what I'm trying to say. We need to push that every single day, and, we need to be perfect in everything we do.
I guess how do you, assess the performance of Nick moving over to left tackle and Steven getting some snaps there at left guard for you guys?
I thought they did really well. I think that's something that we can do because Nick is so athletic and so he's a freak kind. You don't see too many big guys like him move the way he does, and he got snaps there last year too. So he's a guy that can probably play four positions on the offensive line. So. That's always good when you have guys up there that can move around.
I know Mason had said in August that they were focusing on, having LeSoy mostly, get his reps at center in case something happens to Sharp, I guess. Have you seen a bit of him at left guard in practices since then, or was this kind of, the first time you really seen him there?
I think he doesn't get a ton of reps at guard, but like Nick, he's a guy that is an interior guy. He can play center or he can play guard. So it's just kind of wherever we need a body at that time.
Sawyer got to get in and get some snaps today. Was there any kind of conversation between you and him before he went in?
Yeah, we talk a lot, whether I'm in or he's in. We're always talking about ideas and what the defense is showing and what our play call is and things like that. But I just told him, my dad always tells me, see a little, see a lot, see nothing. And what that means is just look at what you're supposed to be looking at. Don't look at the whole defense and what all they're doing because everyone's trying to trick you and things like that. So I just told him, just put it in play. Completions are good plays. Sacks and turnovers are bad plays. So go do your thing.
Will, I noticed after one of your touchdown throws in the second half, you didn't run celebrating receiver, but Winston grabbed you and picked you up and was celebrating with you. Is that kind of a commentary on how the offensive line did today, that they just took care of you?
Yeah, no, I thought they did a phenomenal job. And, I like to celebrate with the receivers, like we were talking about with Doug, but I also like to, celebrate with the big guys on the offensive line, because without them, I wouldn't even be sitting up here and things like that. So I thought they played well, but like every position on our team, we have to keep getting better.
Sawyer's gotten into, I think, 3 of these first 4 games. How valuable is it to get him these reps early on in the season, just going forward?
I think it's extremely valuable. I think my first year, I think I played in 3 games before my first start, maybe, if that's correct, I don't know. But just to get in and get reps, live game reps, where you're actually getting hit and the bullets are actually flying in front of you, I think it's really key. So for him to get in and get some live game experience, you'll see that pay off.
Obviously, with A&M coming up, looking back to last season's game with them, what do you kind of remember from that? Obviously, that was a huge win for you guys in a road environment, and do you expect to see a lot of the same from them coming into this season?
I mean, I don't remember a whole lot about it, just the fact that we won, but I mean, obviously they're a really good team. They have really, really good players. They obviously recruit pretty good. And I have a lot of respect for Coach Fisher and then also their defensive coordinator, Durkin, that was at Ole Miss last year. I think he does some pretty good stuff. And yeah, he obviously got after us last year on Thanksgiving a little bit. So I expect to see a lot of the same stuff that they did last year. And you know, like I said, they're a great team, great coaching staff, great players. So, you know, we got to be on our A game.
Quick two questions, Will. First thing, would you like to respond to Caleb and his overlooking you on the waddle?
That's ridiculous. Throw him 2 touchdowns and he can't even give me a shout out.
Second thing, defensively, this team shut down Bowling Green. I think 4 of the first 5 drives was 3 and outs by the defense. How big of a shot in the arm is that offensively when you see your defensive guys playing like that?
No, it's awesome, you know, and it's something that I feed off of, and I think we all feed off of. You know, like, it doesn't matter if we score or we get a 3 and out or if we turn it over. I mean, whatever it is, I think when a defense gets a 3 and out, it just automatically just shoots us right back up. You know, it doesn't matter what it is, what we just did, but if a defense gets a 3 and out and gets you the ball back quickly, it's a positive feeling on the sideline for everybody.
Threw 6 touchdowns today. That's another 6,000 to Make-A-Wish. The Simmons erosion control, racking up a bill.
Yeah.
What's that mean to you to see something like that happen?
It's awesome. I mean, I'm obviously not like thinking about it out there or anything like that, but it's cool to see that the things that I do on the field go to a better cause, you know. I mean, I was thinking about it last week or whatever, in the middle of the week last week, you know, you only throw 1 touchdown, and I mean, it's just crazy, man. We think of a bad day as having a bad day down in Baton Rouge or throwing an interception to end the game or something like that, but I mean, that right there will put things into perspective for you. So, you know, it's just really cool that I can do something like that.
Yeah, kind of going off those 6 touchdowns, just what really was just going right for you? What were you seeing and how were you so effective today?
Just guys are getting open. I think we had a pretty good plan coming in, and yeah, I think guys did a great job getting open. Coaches did a great job, and like we said, the offensive line played really well. So yeah, it's kind of a credit to everybody else. I just got to sit back there and throw it.
All right. Thank you, Will.
Thanks, Will.